let's get going here. So the first thing I'm going to start with are these eggplants because they have to go in the oven. Hey, Tara, or maybe Tara. Tara. I'm trying to get this so I can see it on my computer, but it's not showing up. All right, so, I'm going to thinly slice this eggplant here. I'm going to try to do it as thin as possible. I already pre-cut some zucchini squash. But then this eggplant, I'm going to just toast this up in the toaster oven just as like an extra veggie. Because I'll get really hungry and I want more veggies, more food. So I just want to make sure that I'm like, lately I've been eating a lot of nuts and nut butter, seeds, almond yogurt, and overall I do eat like a very whole food plant-based in par diet, but sometimes I'll get too wild with the fats, the nut butters, the almonds, the tahinis, because I'm letting myself get too hungry is what's happening. So I want to make sure that I have enough of the good stuff that way I don't overdo the bad stuff. So when you're cooking for yourself, when you're preparing for the week, when you're getting your vegetables together, when you're getting your groceries, you want to make sure that you have so much of the good stuff and that you eat so much of the good stuff that, there's not really room for the bad stuff. So that's something that I've learned doing this for the past couple years. I've only been eating this way for about 2 years and some change now, maybe like 2 years really. I think July of 2019 was when I like really gave up. I gave up fish. Hi PJ, glad you're here. I was eating whole food plant-based, but I was eating fish. So July of 2019, I cut the fish out and then I was just whole food plant-based. All right, so I just have my little tray here. I'm gonna put my eggplant slices on there. They're real skinny. Hi Julia, good to see you here. Guys, you are always invited. You are always invited. I'm glad you're here. That's my uncle. Hi Elmo, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I got my family's starting to watch me on Facebook. It's cool. Do you go fishing yourself? No, not since I was, actually, no, not really. I don't eat fish anymore. But yeah, it's cool. My family's on here, supportive, watching, which makes me feel really happy. And all you folks that I've met online watching and interested. Okay, so I have some veggies left over, but for the sake of this, this way. All right, so I have my eggplant slices. And I'm just gonna put them in the toaster oven for 25 minutes on 400 in the toaster oven. So really easy. You could sprinkle salt on it. I don't particularly use salt, which you guys have probably noticed. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's what I'm used to. So this toaster oven is really cool. My mom got it for me as a Christmas present. All right, so let's get into today's little topic, which is my routine, my daily routine. In the meantime, I'm gonna get ready some stuff for the sauce. So I'm gonna cut up an onion. I don't know, should we use white onion for this sauce? Or should I use yellow onion? I bet there's a science to it. I bet there really is a science to it, but this is the onion that I pulled out. I could look that up, but I'm too engulfed in like researching other things. But I'm sure there's probably. All right. So, anyways, let's talk about my routine. The main topic here. So, when first being diagnosed, should be red onion. I don't think red onion in pasta sauce. I don't know. So I have got garlic here. All right, so I have a pretty solid routine that I've developed for myself over the past 2.5 years. The routine started from like kind of fear, like fear of I just didn't know, like being given hi Rhoda and Ellen, Erica, awesome, yay. Yeah, so the routine kind of started out of fear because being diagnosed with like receiving a life-altering diagnosis does bring about quite a bit of fear. So the routine came out of fear. I felt like there was nothing I could control. I'm in my apartment in Detroit, living by myself. I am off work for like maybe a little over a month. So it's like, what could I do in that time is other than work on myself and develop a routine. So I started to listen to a lot of motivational speakers, and they just kept talking about how important that developing a routine is and building yourself up is and all this stuff. So here I am, 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. I'm so bad with the times. In Detroit, in my apartment, living by myself. So I started working on this routine. I already had a meditation routine. So I was already meditating in the mornings and in the night. It helped me go to sleep. And it helped me like just kind of calm my mind and be less anxious and less stressed. Which is like another huge, thing with disease is stress. The more stress you have, the more issues. Hi, Mary. The more stress you have, the more issues you have. So anyways, my routine starts with meditation. I wake up every morning. It starts with I wake up every morning and I write down all the things I'm grateful for. So I have a notebook by my bed and I just start writing. I try to get 10 things right when I wake up. Even if I slept terribly, I'll put like that I'm grateful for the rest. That I'm grateful. So I always start the day with gratitude. What am I grateful for? Because for me, like wanting to heal something like MS that's so, beyond me, like it's so big, so powerful, I had to put some faith into like something other than myself. So I just wanted to show like gratitude for the universe and just gratitude for, I'm wasting so much of this. Gratitude for being alive another day. So I start my day, I meditate, I do the gratitude, I meditate, then I get up into, hi Luann, yes, the gratitude journal daily changes everything. So I do the meditation and the gratitude, and then I get up, this one, and then I do yoga. It's been really nice being like in this quarantine because as a teacher for a while I didn't have to start working. Our schedule was like a little bit later. So that was really cool. So I wake up and I do yoga. I do the other things. Then I do yoga and then I do a workout. which is awesome. All right, let me get this going. Inside that sauce, I'm also gonna put, let's see. I'm gonna put some chopped carrots in there. And I add that to the sauce. All right, so yeah, then I do some yoga, and I've been really into these like at-home video workouts. I've been doing a lot of those. A couple in particular that I do, they're on YouTube. If you want to look it up, they're free. You can look up Yoga with Adrienne. She's like, she's been my internet friend for years. Let me get these onions. And then I've been doing this other person, it's called Blogilates, but it's like I've never felt so strong in my life doing Pilates. So I would recommend anybody giving that a shot. And then another person that I've been doing lately is hi Judy, Erica, is who have I been watching? Yoga with Cassandra. I feel like that person kind of takes it's just like, woo. So I do that. That's part of my routine. I've been really working to get some walking in. Okay, so let's talk about the pasta sauce. Hi, Kelly. So this is the pasta sauce, and you want to check the ingredients out, right? Organic diced tomatoes, organic tomato puree, water, blah, blah, blah. Organic garlic puree. And then it's basically like, I can show them here. But everything in it is like, well, you can't really see it, but everything in it is like pure. And also there's no added sugar. So I know, like for whole food plant-based, we want to be as unprocessed as possible, but sometimes it's just like we're in a pinch. So that's the point of this little cooking show here, is to show just like what can you do in a pinch and still be whole food plant-based. Hey, Kelly. We got Kelly G and Kelly H. Cool. Did you make the sauce? No, I bought it. It's in this jar. Just buying the sauce. All right, I'm just gonna pour it in here. Nothing too fancy. I'm gonna put some water in the jar. Oh, no molasses, no. No, I'm trying to keep low on the sugar. So, let's see, let me get this sauce going. So I threw a cinnamon stick in there. Actually, let me show you. My family will like this. They're on there watching. This is a cinnamon stick from Lebanon. So my aunt gave it to me, and so I like to put a cinnamon stick in the pasta sauce. That tastes good. I'm going to throw carrots in there. You can kind of just put whatever you want in there. I pulled out some rosemary and some oregano. I'm going to just give a little bit of that. Let me give it a stir. So I'm also gonna add greens to that pasta sauce. All right. So let's see. Hi, Terry. So let's see, talking about the routine. So wake up, meditate, gratitude, yoga, exercise, and then comes the work day, whatever that is. And then I've been doing this thing where from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., I turn the phone off. So I'm not texting, I'm not on social media, a little bit on social media. It's been tough, but I've just been trying to turn the phone off. And I found that was really healing because it's like this sacred time where I just get to spend by myself. I'm at work and I promised myself no meat this week. Yeah, you can do it. It's just trying one day at a time. Yeah, you can do it. All right, so I work and then I do around 7 o'clock, I'm done with the phone. And then I close the night out with I'll roll out my body. I wish I did that more. I'll do some stretching maybe. Sometimes I'll just pass out on the couch. That's been this week. And it's a lot of just I used to be very tight with my routine. It used to be as if it wasn't, like a week ago. No. But I'm finding as I soften around my routine that things get a little bit easier. It's not as difficult it's easier to live in a flexible way. So, yeah. All right, let's see what we got going on here with the pasta. All right, so that's coming out pretty good. We got 10 minutes or so. All right, so now I'm gonna do what I always do, which is make a side salad to go with it. So something's been coming up lately a lot. Well, not a lot, but with a few different people and this is just something that I'll share, breast cancer has been found to be linked. I just pull something random out there. Has been found to be linked through lack of melatonin production. So there are some people who I've been working with who or have experience with who sleep with the light on, and there's a few people, and they've been impacted by that type of cancer. So, and it's related. It's directly related. And there's studies that have been done that state that breast cancer risk increases if you sleep with the light on too much. So a way to do that is you can stop sleeping with the light on. So you want to make sure you have a regular sleep cycle, basically. So whatever you got to do to create that sleep cycle for yourself. All right, so I'm putting together some salad. All right, I gotta do one little thing on the computer here. So yeah, I'm gonna just chop up all different veggies. All right. So I got kale. This is dino kale. I'm gonna throw some parsley in there. All right. So I got kale. I'm gonna throw some parsley kind of in the meantime for the other stuff to be cooking, and then we'll scoop out that spaghetti squash. So the whole thing about getting a routine together is trial and error. You know, you just want to see what feels good, and you really want to listen to your body with what feels good. And if you can, it's very good to be kind of alone when you're creating a routine. Because when you're just creating a routine for yourself, you don't have to like worry about what anybody else has to say about your routine. So I've had like, you know, through this healing process, which I'm still going through, I've had, you know, such a time, such an experience, growing and changing and letting things go and accepting. You know, it's been tough to be this age and like, oh, accept that if in order to live this type of lifestyle, then this is like a commitment. This is a routine that I have to do every day. And something I get often, like a comment I get often is, you know, how difficult is it for me to follow the routine, and how difficult is it for me to eat this way and all this, you know. And I just think like when people ask me that, how difficult is it to eat this way, and how difficult this and that, I just think like, wow, that's not difficult at all for me, you know. What I found extremely difficult was being told that I have multiple sclerosis. That was pretty difficult, and being told that, you know, all types of stuff from the doctors. And I'm not, you know, I don't believe, you know, I'm not saying, oh, I'm in the clear, or I'm cured. You know, I still have symptoms of MS in my fingers and in other places. That could be a whole other discussion, like what are the symptoms that I feel. But it's better to know, like, for me, I feel like I have like some control. Like I get to take some responsibility for my health, you know, like I didn't ask for someone to give me a diagnosis at all. I didn't, it's not what I wanted, of course. Nobody wants that. So nobody asks for that. But, you know, like nobody asks for that, but it's kind of just like how, okay, so I'm given this, and how can I take responsibility for it? Because it's really easy just to say, oh, this is the hand I'm dealt, and this is what I guess, and this is what I got to deal with, and this and that. It's very easy, but that just wasn't the route that I felt like I could take. Because I felt like I had to like suit up and show up for like whatever has been dealt to me. Having breast cancer 2003 was what changed my eating. Have had no meat, dairy, or pop until years ago, and then I went totally whole food, plant-based. That's awesome, Terry. Yeah. You know, that's awesome. You know, it's like, that's sometimes what we need is like this message, you know, this message that's going to change our life. And for me, it ended up being for the better, and it changes our lives kind of for good. And probably the lives of the people who are in our lives too, you know. Ooh, I have this crushed red pepper that I forgot to put in the sauce. I probably can do it still. there's no rules in the chronic kitchen. No rules at all. Alright, I probably ought to get to, I'm making this real beautiful salad over here. Alright, let's see, do I need to put anything else in it? We could throw some radishes on there. Hi Rachel, Estes Lizlo here. I love it, keep it up, awesome. Thank you Estes for stopping by. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy how like, I was talking about this in one of the, with some friends yesterday in a reading and a book study, and it was like, kind of like when you first get a diagnosis of some sort, you know, and I'm sure many people can relate, it's not unique to one thing or the other, but it's life altering. It changes how you do, it changes how you live. You know, I was living, let me show you this beautiful salad that I'm in. Right, so if we keep putting on the good stuff, there's no room for the bad stuff. And that's our whole lives here. All right, let's get down to the spaghetti. Okay, so I cut the spaghetti squash in half, and they're already baked. Okay, so they're already baked. All right, so let me get this on a plate. All right, so here's the plate. This can be our spaghetti squash bowl. And then I'm just gonna, so it's cooked. I cut it in half, put it face down, on the tray at 400 degrees, and then it just like comes out like spaghetti. So I'm gonna take all that out. It's so good. And so lately how I've been cooking, everything is a pretty low glycemic index, which is really good. Ooh, the toaster oven. Salad looks wonderful. Do you have watermelon? No, I don't. It's not the season. All right. Let's see. So I got this spaghetti squash. Okay, I got one. And it like comes out very clean. Like it all just comes right on out, pretty easy. Okay, here you go. What are some things that are part of your guys' routine? What do you all do? What are some things that make you feel good to do on a daily basis? Squash hold up well for leftovers? Oh yeah, it sure does. So I'm putting it in this Tupperware here to start. Let's see. I have a grocery shopping ritual routine of like washing my vegetables, which I'm sure you guys have seen me like lay out my vegetables in some pictures. It's part of my like, it's just like a routine that I have where I like wash all my vegetables and just kind of like get in touch with my food, you know? So like chronic movement is about this whole 360 approach. So it is like somewhat, you know, personal. We get personal with our food and spiritual with our food, I guess. All right, let's see. I would have liked these eggplants to cook a little bit longer. My mom even said that. All right, so they'll do. All right, so let's get this food all plated here. What should we do for this dressing? I've been kind of just putting guacamole on there, so I think that's what I'm gonna do again. All right, so this is the spaghetti squash. Hi, Lou. Hi, Tante Camelia. This is the spaghetti squash. Let's see, PJ. I do prayer and a scripture every morning. Try to remember 2 friends and cards every day. I will get back to my yoga practice and bicycling hopefully soon. Neurosurgery appointment in the morning. Awesome. Yeah, I prayer is a big one for me. You know, and you know, people can pray to whatever they want to pray to. It just, there's got to be something greater than me out there that's helping me heal. There's got to be, right? Otherwise, who's doing it? Rachel? Maybe. All right, so I got this spaghetti squash plated. What else we got going on? All right, so here's the spaghetti squash. I'm gonna put the sauce. We're almost done. Oh, I should. I'm gonna bring the sauce here. And just because I am me, and this wouldn't be a Rachel production if I didn't throw some weirdness in. I'm just gonna like throw a handful of spinach. Let's get 2 in there. The more the merrier. And I like my vegetables more raw than cooked. As you guys probably see, a lot of my food that I post is like raw. So I just threw these little spinach in there. Great call. So yeah, the more of the good stuff we get in, the less room we have for the bad stuff. I always have a pretty large meal Wednesdays because it's this, and I make a pretty large meal every time. All right, I'm gonna get these eggplants down. Pretty good. Some of this zucchini that I cooked up. And I'm going to show you guys what I came up with. And I just want you to notice like how much food there is. You might have put mushrooms in here. I'm not currently eating mushrooms. But I just want you guys to notice like how much food there is. And how much food that we can, how much vegetables we can enjoy. And just really like be healthy. And live a great life. Eating vegetables. All right, so I got that. I'm gonna grab my guacamole for this salad. And I'll show you all the whole deal, the whole shebang. Yum. Sometimes I eat salad without dressing, which has served me well. Just put like 2 little dollops of guacamole on there. It's a lot of food. All right, so this is are, let me go this way, spaghetti squash pasta. Delicious. And then I have some baked eggplant and zucchini. Also quite delicious. And on this salad, you can throw on seeds and nuts and berries and apples and whatever you want, whatever you have. So this is my little salad. And that's all we got for today. So if anybody has questions, looks delicious, making me hungry. Yeah. All right, let's taste this. Let's see what this tastes like. This spaghetti. Amazing. Awesome. The zucchini was cooked in the oven for 20 minutes on 400. Let's see what this salad's all about. Also awesome, especially with the parsley on it. Yeah, try the spaghetti. It's super easy. And if you make your own sauce and have your own sauce in the freezer, maybe that's already awesome too. All right. Unless anybody has questions, I'm going to sign off. Bye.